Today I'll begin by telling you the story of how I began my journey in the world of video games. I'm pretty sure that most of you guys have at least tried some kind of video game before, whether it's on your friend's console, your phone, or some other device. There are many genres of video games, my favorites including FPS, action, adventure, and survival games. I started playing video games mainly because of my uncle, and my uncle worked for a company called Activision, and this meant that he had all the newest games all the time, and he had a huge collection. So my brother and I would always go and play his huge collection. My older brother was also a main reason, because it would always be fun when he would come home with no homework and we could just play Xbox together. My parents thought that it wasn't really the best way to spend my time, but they were still supportive of me in playing video games whenever I wanted, pretty much, as long as my homework was done. I think that many people think that video games are a waste of time because they compare the wrong video games to the wrong kinds of things. They think video games of something like watching TV or Netflix or TV or aimlessly browsing the internet. Around this time, I started wondering what the benefits of video gaming was, other than just getting better in the video game. And I found a study about laparoscopic or small incision specialists, and they found that those specialists who played more than 3 hours per week of video games made 32% fewer errors in their practice procedures. Also, scientists are finding that video games may actually improve, not strain your vision. This is because video games require a lot of attention to detail. There's a study of people who played, or that 10 weeks of play was associated with being able to tell the difference between various shades of gray. Also, players with lazy eyes played with their regular eyes covered, and only playing with their lazy eye, it showed significant improvement in their affected eye, and sometimes even more. Some research points dyslexia, or one of the main key issues in people with dyslexia, to be focus. And a study of, I think, 4 weeks of play was associated with getting better reading comprehension afterwards. There's also another study by two groups of people, and they looked at dot arrays like these. And one group of people was the people who play video games, action video games, more than 5 times per week, and the other group was the group that rarely plays action video games. And action video gamers were able to detect the direction of the dots substantially faster than non-action video gamers. This is a picture of one of the League of Legends championship, and around this time when I wondered about the benefits of video gaming, there's discussion on, believe it or not, should video games be considered a sport? And in my opinion, I think that video games should not be considered a sport because there's no physical exertion involved with them, but I do believe that they could maybe be in the future because of the mental exertion. This is another picture from League of Legends World Championship, and there's 27 million people in total watching, I think, online and in the stadium. So it's almost like another sport. You know, lots of people love it, lots of people watch it. And I'm not saying that this game should be considered a sport, but I think that it would make some sense if people think about it. In the end, the world of video games is a very interesting and complex place. I myself enjoy many video games and probably will for a long time. Thank you.